Happy Tuesday. I didn't do much recording yesterday because we had a group first, and then the weather got a little hairy. So, but we're gonna jump on the Gator and swing over to the shop and get some equipment. We lost a branch. I'll show it to you as we drive around here. So I'm gonna go get some stuff to relieve at least the pressure of the branch on the roof of the chapel so that it doesn't do any damage or further damage. And then hopefully we have a crew coming in Friday and Saturday who is going to do some chainsaw training for their organization and help us out. So I'm hoping they can help us out by taking that branch off the roof. You'll see it in a minute. So happy Tuesday. It's another great week here at Cape Manitoba. So there it is. I don't know if you can hear me because of the wind, but that's the branch there, resting kind of on the chapel roof a little bit and on that shelter roof. So that's what we're gonna relieve the pressure on that chapel roof a little bit. Okay, so I've gotten the stuff I need: ladder, chainsaw, whatnot, all the accoutrements that go with that, and we're going to take care of this branch. I'm just looking at the steeple that I caulked up the other day. We still have a little water coming in, so I'd like to figure out where else we need to caulk to try and fix that. But while I'm up here, here's what we're dealing with. There's the branch. Not much of it is on the roof, thankfully. So I'm just going to take this in chunks here and get it so it's not sitting on that gutter. I just have to be careful because it's kind of precarious. So I will get this taken care of and then show you the finished product. Okay, well, we got that cut off. There's that big old branch that went out here. So now I'm just looking at the branches that are on the roof down there still. Gonna make sure that when I cut that one off so it's not resting on the gutter, this whole thing's not gonna twist and hit any windows. So I'm gonna determine that, and then if things look like they're gonna be all right, I'm gonna cut off the rest of that branch and get this thing not resting on the chapel at all. It'll still be rested on the shelter roof, but hopefully by Friday, Saturday, we can get that down and all cleaned up. So here goes. Tom is going to get me another tool. So I just thought I'd take the time to check some gutters. Once we have this other saw, we're going to cut this from the bottom. I don't think it's going to rotate on us based on how I was pushing and pulling on it. So hopefully soon that little stump sticking up above the roof line will be gone. We'll see. Sometimes things I plan don't work. This might be one of those times, but we'll see how it goes. We're just going to do it in a way that I hope doesn't cause any more damage. That's my #1 goal. So don't cause more damage. So, but Tom is there going down Sauk Trail, driving away. So hopefully soon we'll have what I need and I'll be able to show you the fix. Got this large, lovely large branch here that went down from this maple tree. That's just the stuff that I cut up from the top. We're going to try dropping that branch there. Like I said, I don't think it's going to roll, so I think we'll be in good shape. So we'll check in when I'm done. Okay, I am back in the white truck, backing down away from the chapel. I have all the tools, most of the tools in the back of the truck. That high branch chainsaw that I've been enjoying so much lately, which is just like a chainsaw chain with 2 ropes on it that you can toss over stuff and cut down, is currently stuck in that tree. And I think I could pull it out, but when I started pulling on it, it was cracking the entire branch that fell. And I'm kind of concerned if I just pull it down in the current condition, it'll break the banister going up to the porch. So we're gonna leave that chain in there, and when we get that branch down, we'll recover it then. So, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So there it is, off the gutter, off the chapel roof. I think we're in a good way for a little while. So I'm just thankful that that is the only damage that happened from the high winds and thunderstorms yesterday. The only significant damage. We lost one other dead tree, but it'll be easy to remove with like a gator or something. So that'll be an easy project. And it's not anywhere where we have people going, so that's even better. But yeah, I'm heading back to the shop. We'll get some stuff put away, and then back to the office for a little bit. So we'll catch up with you later. All right, so I'm in my office, coming off an awesome day. We had a bunch of students here from a Christian high school, Ileana Christian High School, and we got a ton of stuff done. So I have a meeting in a little bit, but on my walk home, I'm gonna bring the camera and I wanna show you some of the stuff that got done. Kind of like our work day on Saturday. It's amazing when we have groups like this come in because we got so many things accomplished. We got a bunch of wood chip spread, we got the trails cleaned up, we got some rock moved by the pond, we got some housekeeping stuff done, we got some kitchen stuff done. So it just hugely grateful for our volunteers that come out and help us with this stuff, and especially now in the spring, kind of when things are ramping up. It's really exciting. So I can't wait to show you what we got done. All right, so it is Wednesday, and I am heading home now. So I'm just going to show a couple of spots that got done from our volunteers in this last week. So there's really cool things happening at camp. The grounds are looking ready, and wood chips are spread. So you can notice like the garden here, this was all real low on wood chips and kind of just a little rough looking, you know. We got some on this side. So our gardens are looking beautiful. Our recreation spots are looking beautiful. So I'm just going to show you some of that as I walk. So, and then, you know, maybe you can come to spring to summer in June. And maybe, you know, if you have kiddos, you can get them signed up for an awesome week of camp, because we're looking forward to an awesome summer. So upcoming, some stuff that has gotten done by our marvelous volunteers. So that pile of rocks a few hours ago was considerably larger, but a lot of them got placed. This is where that hole was. I think I showed it in last week's video. So the rocks are now filling in. We have a little more filling to do on this side, and some filling over here, and on the far side we have some filling to do. But this bridge is coming back together, and for the most part, this hasn't happened in a long time. The water is flowing over the dam. So for a long time there were leaks that it would flow around it all, and it was causing a lot more erosion. So now it's doing what it's supposed to. Over here we have the kayak shack, and the docks are no longer sitting there because I had some very great students help me move them over here. So our docks are sitting out, and I'm hoping tomorrow to come out here with some wood and a drill and some ingenuity to get that built for our kayak slip, so that people can get in and out of the kayaks a little bit easier. So I didn't take the trails, but all of our hiking trails back there look amazing. So I'll show you those in a minute here when I get closer to that point. So these trails look so good. You can see the path, you can see all the work that everyone put into it today. So this is phenomenal and ready for summer. We have some beautiful wildflowers growing along the path, which is one of my favorite parts about walking back here. I just love it. So, and these trails are so cool because, I mean, right now we're kind of right at the edge of the woods and the field there. But once you get into this, and once these trees and plants are done leafing out, it really feels like you are in the middle of the woods. So it's a really cool, cool place to be. All right, we're coming up on another area. I'm not showing you the housekeeping that they did or the cleaning in the kitchen, just because it's not outside and I'm not walking that way. So they did amazing work inside too, but this was almost bare dirt and several piles of wood chips. And now these wood chips look great and the climbing walls are ready, which is good because we're going to be using them on Friday. Good Thursday morning. It was kind of a chilly one this morning. There was a little bit of frost on the grass when I was walking the pup today. So, but now the sun's kind of peeking out, and you know, hopefully it's gonna be a gorgeous day. We have a group coming out to do high ropes today, so we're gonna get started setting that up. Joe did some work down there yesterday. We used to have a lower cargo net that we didn't climb anymore, so we got rid of it, so it'll be easier to get people down. So I'm excited to hear how that goes today. It looks really good. The volunteers, the high school student volunteers yesterday were so helpful and really hard workers, and I really appreciate what they got done, because this would have taken me a lot longer than what it took us to do. So hey, there it is, the skim pad. So we'll do a little bit of cleaning because it did get a little dirty, but we'll get it cleaned up. And then later in May, I was gonna say later this month, but today is still April. So later in May, we will go ahead and get it filled and get it prepped and ready to go for summer. So brand new tarp, lots more fun, and I can't wait to get this filled up and going and see kiddos on it. So we also, from one of our summer staffers, got a tether ball, a portable tether ball, as you can see there by the tire. So I just need to put a quick nut on the top of it so that the eyelet doesn't come out. But we're gonna find a place over in this area that'll be tether ball. So when kiddos come over here now, they'll be able to do some bouldering. They'll be able to chill out in the picnic tables. We have our slack line that goes right there between those two posts. We'll have the skim pad, and like I said, they'll be able to play some tetherball too. So we're just kind of bulking up some of the things that we do in this area. Another cool thing that we did is yesterday we worked on the crawling cove. So I'm going to show you the work that got done in here. This is our beautiful forest of mayaples. So we let these grow and do their thing before we need the crawling cove anyway. But check this out. So yesterday, this whole area was full of weeds and leaves and just kind of a mess. And now they were weeding, they were raking, and it looks ready to get our rock crawlers going. So if you're coming this summer to overnight camp, to res camp, this could be something you would do. Rock crawling is really fun, and we have some really cool lines for it. So the skim pad area is about ready, and rock crawling is pretty much ready, and pretty soon it's going to be May, and we're very excited to get things going for summer camp. Today though, we are going to get high rope set up like I said earlier. So we're going to go down there, we'll get the stuff out, and we'll get the ropes up so it's ready for our group. So I'm very happy they have a sunny day, some beautiful blue skies. So let's get setting.